What's up, Fredonia? You're listening to the Local Lowdown on WCVF 88.9 The Voice and WDVL 89.5 The Inferno. My name is Olivia. I'm your co-host, your field interview lead, and your A&R lead.
Hello, I'm Charlie. I'm your other co-host, lead scriptwriter, and executive producer.
Hello there! I'm Cece.
And I'm Adam.
And we are production leads.
Tonight's show is brought to you by Fredonia Radio Systems in a group effort to promote and showcase the local music scene here in Fredonia and Western New York at large. Welcome to the Local Lowdown.
On this episode this week, we have our guests, Spiria.
Yay!
Could you guys introduce yourselves and what your part is in your band?
Yeah, I'm Johnny. I play drums in the band and or guitar or whatever. Various roles. Mainly drums, though.
And I am Michaela, and I do vocals and piano and sometimes guitar as well.
How did you guys originally get started in music?
Well, our whole lives we've like kind of bonded over the music that we listen to, because we are siblings. So we lived in the same house like for most of our lives. And so like I think just talking about music all the time, and then we both happened to pick up instruments kind of around the same time. And then that just turned into us like jamming together and like learning songs together, and then slowly like we realized that we wanted to like write our own music and stuff. And yeah, I mean, it kind of just happened naturally. It wasn't like a moment. It was just like a progression.
It was like waiting to get to making a band, I guess.
Yeah.
It was this one day in October, 2013. What kind of music did you guys grow up listening to?
There's a lot. I mean, our mom always just had music on and like let us play our favorite songs, you know, like.
A lot of it was just like what was on the radio. Like as kids, we
Justin
did not
Timberlake.
listen to interesting like
Alicia
you know,
Keys.
yeah, it was literally like Justin Timberlake and like Avril Lavigne, like stuff like that. But we would like just.
But we
would,
made her play it like over and over and over again. So we
would like lip sync for her, like put on like a whole show, like we acting like we're like performing it, even though we couldn't play instruments or anything at that time.
Yeah.
Was it like at the family functions? Like you guys are like, wait a second, I got a show.
Honestly,
Whip out a dance.
Yeah,
make the family members watch.
we definitely did do that a lot. Yes, we did.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So you said it wasn't any one particular thing that brought you guys together and made you decide to start playing music. So I guess instead of asking that question, I'll ask, what specific artists did you find yourself bonding over? Was there anybody who you were like, we could make music like them?
Yes.
I feel like 21 Pilots was probably
That
a
was
band.
that was like my like early high school like artist, and then you were like probably in like middle school, early high school too, and like that was the band that I think we started like fully bonding over.
Because they're also a piano and drum duo, so it was like really easy to kind of
it's like same
like,
type of
you can
duo.
do that.
Yeah.
So it was easy to like learn their songs and play them together.
Yes, because that's what I learned a lot of their songs on piano, like a lot. So I think that was kind of like my introduction to piano that wasn't like what my piano teacher at the time was teaching me, which is just like out of books and stuff.
Yeah.
So I was like learning it like on my own.
I also feel like pretty quickly after that she started playing her own songs, and then I would just sit next to her. I had like an electric drum kit next to it, so it was pretty easy to just like instantly start playing original music because she was doing it pretty early on. Yeah. Around that time too.
It wasn't always great early on, but I was trying it.
You gotta start somewhere.
Yeah.
You gotta start somewhere. What is just out of curiosity, what's the age gap between you guys? Like,
it's
just
not very
2 years.
Big. Yeah.
It's
2
okay.
Years. It's like technically right now he just turned 22 yesterday, and I'm 23, so we have like a few months where we're like very close in age.
Wait, happy birthday!
Thank you.
Belated. So moving on from there, what's your songwriting process together like? Is it always kind of like does one of you come up with an idea and bring it to the other and then you work it out, or do you just sit down together and let it come naturally? What's that like?
Definitely, I feel like usually I just kind of will bring you something, but like usually it's like I'll kind of have like a first draft of a song and then he'll just like come up with the drums to it. sometimes it's together though. Like sometimes I'll be like, I have a song, and then he'll just kind of start drumming to it. And then sometimes it's like I'll send him a song, and then he'll send me like a version of it back. He actually recently has been doing a lot more with like guitar, so he sent me like a version of a new song that's like guitar based, and so it's like it's a mixed bag. But I would say for me, like I definitely just kind of sit at the piano and try to come up with something, and I do like to be alone when I like come up with the song. That's like my style. I just like to be by myself.
Totally. I get that.
To get a little specific, prior to your first release back in 2022, you posted a reel singing a song you wrote about how you were tired of resisting change, with the caption saying, "My hope is the more I write, the more I get to know myself." You've released 2 albums at this point. Have you found that this hope has come true?
Yes, definitely. 'Cause I think sometimes, like, I definitely think we take our music pretty seriously. Like, it's just, our lyrics are definitely more, like, personal and, like, introspective. And so, like, for me, usually if I'm writing a song, it's something that's on my mind. And I might not even know it, but I feel like sitting at the piano and, like, just letting words come out of my mouth, that's kind of how I'll figure out what I want to say a lot of the time. And I try to keep my lyrics like vague enough where like someone can have their own version of the story. But like I know what it means. So that's all I really need, yeah.
How long does it
No, you go.
How long does it usually take for a song to come together for you guys?
I was just thinking the same
Oh
thing.
my
bro.
gosh, we're right there. We're right there.
Locked.
Depends.
I feel like every single song has had a different process, to be honest. Like,
yeah.
there's some where she would send me, like, a voice memo of it, and then I'd listen to it for, like, months and be like, I don't know what to do. Let's work on it. Or sometimes, like, I'd just sit down and, like, instantly have the drum part. And then other times it's, like, we have one version and then we play it live and we're like, oh, I like playing this part slower. Or, like, I feel like we should extend that part. So, like, honestly, every song has, like, had a pretty different way that it came together.
Yeah. And
Sometimes
even,
it's completely separate, too.
even some of my songs, like, I'll come up with, like, the piano chords, and then, like, years later, I'll be like, oh, yeah, I want to work with that again. So, like, sometimes it's, like, very far apart and when I start it and then end it, and other times it's, like, yeah, a much quicker process. But I do think playing live has helped us, like how you said. Like, we'll play something live, and we'll be like, I don't know if that was quite what we're going for, so.
Does that happen often when you guys play live? You're like, wait a second, we can fix this. Or we can change this
It's
around.
I would say less now. Like, we've gotten better.
Yeah,
But, like, early on, that was a thing for sure.
yeah, we were kind of still figuring out some of the songs, like, as we were playing them live. But we kind of have played them all, a good handful of times now. So it's like, they're kind of done. And now it's like, it'll probably be like that for the next batch, though. Where it's like...
Yeah, because actually we played an unreleased song recently, and you did a different drum beat than we rehearsed.
Yeah,
It was actually
made it
cool,
up on
but
the
it was
spot.
it was actually like really good. So I'm like, okay, well then let's use that one. So I mean it does still happen.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's a cool way to do things. What was your first experience playing live? I guess individually or together. Like, when did you start doing that type of thing?
My experience was I went to an open mic, and I was like horrified because like I like used to think I like just sucked. Like I don't like
That imposter syndrome.
yeah. Well, also singing for me, like you can confirm. Like I used to never sing in front of anybody because for some reason I just was like way too scared. So I think my voice teacher at the time actually encouraged me to go to that open mic. It was at what was it called? It closed, but then
Planet.
Daily Planet Coffee in Buffalo. I don't know. You got you're
been a
you're
while.
not from there, so I don't know why I looked at you like you would know it.
I was trying. I was racking my brain.
But I performed alone there, and I think that was what kind of got me to like encourage the both of us to do it. And then we technically started our first performance ever was for a YouTube channel called Nichols City B-sides. So technically our first like live thing was like a recorded video, which was actually cool.
Yeah.
That was your first live. Wow.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
never
Yeah.
played live before that.
That's cool.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
literally just a thing at home. And then,
Yeah.
Yeah.
how did we
I don't
even
even
get asked to do
remember. I
that?
don't even know.
Shout out to
It was
Brittany
cool.
and Mike, though.
Yes.
They're
Yeah.
the best.
Yeah, I saw that while I was researching. The video's like gorgeous.
Mhm.
I know.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Okay, so jumping ahead a little bit, in 2023, you released your first album, Where the Pink Blossoms Resonate is a super, like, gorgeous, like, it's just a beautiful project. I love it. I loved listening to it. What are the main themes within this album?
I feel like you're more equipped to answer that because you're the
Well,
lyricist. but
but you still are. You can still answer.
I would
it.
say, I guess, like, kind of coming of age, like, kind of looking back at your childhood and, like,
yeah, it
that
does
kind
feel
of thing.
like that. Like just kind of like reflecting on
It's kind of being like,
Your
wait,
life
what's
and-
going on?
like figuring. Yeah,
Hold
yeah,
up.
it really is. It really is like, wait, what's going on? Because
Wait a
honestly, I feel like the point in my life when I started writing it is like when I got more like existential and stuff. So I was just like, that's honestly how I was feeling, was just like, I don't know what's going on. But it's also, to me, it's a fun kind of like, I always say it has like that childlike wonder. That sounds so like
Whimsy.
corny, but like when we were making it, like we definitely felt that way. Like it I don't know, it's not the most like serious, intense album, but it is like meaningful to us. Yeah.
No, totally. And I definitely got that vibe listening to it. So I wanted to ask because I was like, am I
Yeah.
right? Am I right? Am I right? Who did the album cover? It has very much that whimsy that you're talking about.
Our sister did that.
Yeah.
Our older sister, Cassidy. We, like, made a little sketch and we're like, she's just, like, really good at everything. Drawing, painting, you
Yeah.
name it. She's just, like, really good at it, like, naturally.
And we just wanted, I think, having like another sibling like be involved was just
Yeah,
cool.
it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is super cool. I love that. So coming back a little bit more to the process stuff, what was the process of recording this first album like?
It was really fun.
It was a lot of fun. It was, like, a totally new experience. We basically saved, like, all the money we made from playing any live shows. We just, which wasn't a lot at that time, I guess, but
No, but it still helped us.
yeah, we just, like, put all of that, and we were like, because we aren't very good at recording. We tried to record it at Buff State at our school.
Yeah, when I was a student there, but it was hard because there was like limited time.
So
in the
hard.
studio.
Yeah,
Stuff like
half the
that.
time, like, they didn't even bring the mics in, and then, like,
yeah,
It was
hello.
just-
Pro
pretty
Tools
frustrating.
wasn't even, like, renewed. We were like, okay, well, that's
Yeah.
great. I just brought my whole drum kit up here.
Yeah.
But anyways, yeah, it was a lot of fun. We just, like, kind of let the engineer just,
Yeah,
like,
we went to Mammoth Recordings studio, and they're just like super nice people there.
yeah,
We actually
Justin
met
Smith
them.
is
We
awesome.
met the owner Mike at a show, and then he told us about it. So that's actually how we even like heard about it in the
Yeah.
first place.
But yeah, it was a lot of fun.
No, it was really fun. It felt like
Probably too much
unreal.
fun.
It really was
been
too
a little
much
bit more
fun.
productive, but
we were having a lot of fun there.
it was
yeah.
good. Turned out good.
Do you have any fun memories that stick out to you from the recording?
When our engineer just was like raving about the show Twin Peaks, and then he like
Oh yeah,
we were
I'm watching
watching.
that right now.
What's the composer's name for that?
it's like Andrea Bar.
Ballad.
I'm
I'm gonna
forgetting, but
butcher
it was a
it.
video
Yeah.
of him
If I
like
try.
talking about how he came up with like the main theme, and like I don't know, we somehow like memed it, like, and
Well,
we
'cause
kept joking about it all week.
It's because he plays it. There's like a video where he like explains how he played
Oh.
it,
Yes, I know
and then he's
exactly
like,
the video
and that's
you're
Twin
talking about.
Peaks,
yeah, like the microphone like
and
picked
we
up his
could
voice
not
funny.
stop saying
And
it.
we would say it like the whole week.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I love that, the album that goes with that, or
Yes.
the soundtrack,
Yeah.
I guess, for that.
Yeah,
show.
we
It's so
struggled to
good.
watch the show because we were watching it on Paramount
Yeah,
Plus, right? And it
Paramount
would
Plus.
skip every 2 seconds, and I couldn't even watch it.
Oh.
It would
It
literally
just
like
would freeze for 2 minutes,
Interesting.
show one frame, and then freeze for another 2 minutes. It's like, okay.
That's the way to watch it.
Thanks.
You don't miss anything when you're watching
You
like
can watch a single
I can
minute,
really
a single
analyze it,
second.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's
You
so
can write
funny.
notes. They're like, wait, write about
I
this.
thought you were straight up gonna say like it's just a hard show to
No.
watch.
No,
I was
I
like,
liked
kind of.
It was
like,
awesome
I
to
actually
watch.
really liked it.
I like it too.
I couldn't watch it. Like I literally couldn't watch it.
They stopped you.
Yeah, that's so funny.
We had a house show and they put us on the aux and we played the theme song.
Yeah, we did.
just like
Nice.
repeatedly.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh,
So
that
It's
was
bound to
so
hit
funny.
every time.
No,
oh, yeah.
we
I
I
were
just,
like, wait a sec. Is the Twin Peaks theme playing right now? And I was
yes,
like, yeah.
yes.
Yeah, it
Oh my
is.
gosh.
It's awesome.
It was Halloween. It was themed. It
Yeah,
was
yeah,
nice.
it's fine. I just recorded. We're doing for promo for the local lowdown. We're doing these little like day in my life vlogs, and I was like, Cece, put the Twin Peaks theme over mine. So, coming soon,
Stick
guys.
on that.
Put this gas down.
Yeah, yeah.
To jump forward another year, in 2024, you had a song on Volume 4 of Music is Art's Good Neighbor series with a song titled Feel It Again, Touch Grass, featuring Jen from the band Not Normal. What's the story behind this release, and how did it come to be?
So, the way the Good Neighbors project works, at least, I mean, I've only done it that year and now this year. So like, which the one this year has not come out yet, but we just got like paired with somebody like randomly, but we got to
okay.
like kind of vote for like people we wanted to be with, and me and Jen both like voted for each other because we've like known each other for a few years now, but like when we wrote this, we actually ended up becoming really close friends through it, which was awesome because like she's just such a fun person, but it was funny because like we would get together to write the song and we would just talk for like 5 hours and then leave, and we would not write we wouldn't do anything. And then it was like a week away from like having to like show the song, and we're like, okay, we really gotta work on this. But it ended up being like the perfect combination of like both of our sounds, and I'm honestly really happy with that. The words touch grass were actually not supposed to be in that real title, but somehow that never got through to like whoever did that, and it's still there, which I think it's great that it's still in the title, but it like wasn't actually supposed to be.
It's a good reminder, I guess.
Yeah.
I like
Yeah,
it. I voted for
it
it.
made
Yeah.
me
Don't
giggle.
don't
I
forget
liked
to go
it.
and
I voted
touch
for it.
grass.
Yeah, don't forget.
The song was also produced by Philip Stephen.
Mhm.
What was the collaboration process for that like?
I mean, it was mostly just pretty chill because like everyone knows each other. Like, I don't know, it just feels like a hobby project because like we're all just kind of doing it for fun because like we all just kind of want to hear each other's songs and like write together. Honestly, it was really nice being able to write with her because I hadn't done a lot of like co-writing before, and it's definitely not like because I like to write alone. It was definitely difficult, but I think it made me less like shy about that type of stuff.
Yeah. Would you ever co-write another song again?
I for sure would, yeah.
Do you have any dream artists who you would co-write a song with?
Definitely do. Let me think. Who would you write a song with, Johnny?
There's too many answers. Like the literal like best
Just who
possible scenario.
would you just have a great time, writing with?
It'd be cool to make a song with Bjork. That would be like
That really would
all-time
fire.
would be like
Probably
Yes.
the best.
greatest.
Yeah, that really would be the
You
best
guys
case
with Bjork
scenario.
would be sick and twisted.
That'd
That
be
would be
awesome.
awesome.
Honestly, now I wish that was real.
Yeah, sorry.
No, we're putting it out into the air.
Yeah, we're manifesting it.
Please.
for
If
you.
Bjork,
you're
if you're
listening.
listening, yeah.
She is.
She definitely is. She tunes in every week.
Of course she's tuned into the local lowdown. Why wouldn't she be?
Yeah. Of course. Yeah, one of our biggest sponsors.
She did the cheeseburger challenge.
Yeah.
She's in the guest list.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I know you didn't open it up to see it, but like
She's
you can check afterwards. It's
yeah,
fine.
it's all right. Don't worry.
Sweet.
Just trust us. Trust me, bro. Okay, so jumping ahead yet again to 2025. The first single from your latest album, Amateur's Garden, titled Pictures in My Head, was likened to Kate Bush, and the album as a whole was said to be reminiscent of Animal Collective's Feels. And there was, I forgot to write this in the question, but there was also another line that said, you'll enjoy this if you like Phoebe Bridgers or something. So there were a lot of big names thrown out
there-
by the Buffalo blog writer, Ronald,
Is it Walzik?
Walzik? I don't know, Adam, help me out. Adam, you got a name like that. Adam, help me.
Mr. Wysocki.
Yeah. So anyway, upon first listen to that particular song, I was also immediately like, wait, this is so Fiona Apple. What do you guys think about all of those comparisons? And would you say that any of them are true? Were you inspired by any of those artists in particular for that song or that album?
Well, Animal Collective's album Feels, we actually do really love that album.
Yeah,
so
great
seeing
album.
that one was really cool.
Yeah.
Kate Bush is awesome. I mean, it's funny because, like, I wouldn't say Kate Bush necessarily inspired me, but, like, being compared to her did not upset me at all. Like,
Yeah.
none of the comparisons, like, made me feel bad at all. Like, they were really, really nice. It's just, like, our influences are so wide that, like, I'm sure somewhere in my brain I was influenced by those artists. I think it's just, like, we don't have, like, a specific sound that we're always going for. We kind of just do, you know, our thing. So, like, it's more so based on, like, that in the present moment, what our influences in, like, or what our influences are, like, that, you know, day when we're, like, working on stuff. So, it just depends, but yeah.
I definitely was listening to and, like, inspired by Feels because I did, like, the production for the album, so that was definitely, like, something I love that way the album's produced. So when I read that, I was like, whoa, that's really cool that it came through.
Yeah.
I hope I didn't, like, rip it off or whatever, but, like, I hope
No,
it's cool that it came through.
I don't think anybody was saying we ripped anybody off.
It totally came through because I also remember thinking that. Before I read that article, I was like, wait, this is kind of Animal Collective. So yeah. You also mentioned in an interview with Bold Journey magazine prior to the release of this album that the recording process was a bit more expansive and featured some studio musicians and also in general had a lot more experimentation and improvisation. So tell us a little bit about the recording process for this particular album.
This one was definitely way different than the first one.
Way different. A lot longer too. Because like the studio time was only like one chunk of it, and then we did a lot of stuff like on our own. And I mean, yeah. So you mixed everything, so like that was a whole different thing that we didn't do. With
I had never mixed like anything ever before I started mixing this album, so it was like it took really long because it was like I was like, oh, this sounds good, and then like in 2 months after mixing more, I was like, that was so horrible. And then it was just like, this sounds amazing. And then it was just like that kept happening until it like stopped happening. And I was like, this still sounds good from a few months ago. So,
but yeah, being able to hire musicians to perform on it definitely made me feel like a real adult. Like, it was cool. They would just show up and they'd be like, all right. And like, they would have like the music I wrote for them like printed out. And I was like, this is just wild to me. Like, what's going on?
That's awesome.
So that was definitely cool to have like different, like talented people playing for us. Yeah, that was awesome.
How did you hire those musicians? Was it just kind of people you already knew?
It was people that I did know of, but I felt really good to like give them something to like a project to work on because like I think they're all like so talented, so it was just cool. One of them, Christian Medina was my actually my classmate in college. So like I had like been his friend for like a few years. So it was really cool to like do a project with him. And then also speaking of like the improv thing, a lot of that was just like we would just kind of I feel like with album 1 it was more like recording what we already knew we had to record with some like adding like with some like layering stuff, but I feel like with this album it was a lot of like in the studio we were like coming up with new thing, like just stuff that we didn't think of before we were in the studio. So it was a lot of like studio writing, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. Yeah.
Totally.
Most of it was like after the fact we recorded it, though.
Yeah.
I would say too, because it was mainly the vocals and drums and stuff we got done.
Yeah.
At the studio with the other musicians.
Were there any particular little experiments or improvisations that you guys did during that album that like really changed the course of a particular song or
Dissolve. Is that what
Oh,
you- oh,
that's not what I was gonna say, but
what were you thinking of?
I was gonna say Perpetual.
Oh, Perpetual. You should tell that story because
Okay.
that one was actually fun.
So at the end of that song, there's like this big thing where like you hear like hand claps come in, and then like we start screaming like crazy people, and like there's stuff banging around and stuff. That was like not a
That
part
was
of
just-
what was supposed to be in that song. Like I just was recording the tambourine, and then the mic just kind of kept going, or the recording just kept going, and I was just
Yeah,
like
and, like,
fiddling around with stuff.
Because me and the engineer were just kind of like talking, and then you were like, the mic was still on, and you were just like moving things around, and like. And
Yeah, I
then,
was just getting like room ambience, but
Yeah.
then I started clapping because
and he started clapping at the part, and then me and Justin like literally sprinted in to that room, and we couldn't hear the song, so we're just like making noises, and like we don't hear.
Yeah.
Johnny can still hear the song in his headphones, so he's like clapping to it and stuff, and we just start like hitting things and like screaming, and it was honestly really funny, like. But it worked, like, it works in the song really well. Like, it actually adds so much to it, but, like, we would have never even thought it. Like, it just kind of happened.
Yeah, it was supposed to be like a kind of like a chill ending almost, like, oh, little, nice piano runs, and then it just turned like really crazy really fast. But yeah.
That's awesome. That's so fun.
Well, I think we've talked about it enough. Like, I think we could, like, get to the set.
pit of despair rises up, I feel the deepest loss. Everything I stood for is hardly even part of me, and nothing I can't bear to lose will stay with me longer than it's supposed to. There is one word I know. I wrote it on the wretched wall. As you slip on your shoes at the door, I sense a bittersweet frost. It comes by at night to freeze it all up and leave me with aching knots. I look out at the shrubs and flowers, hear children laugh on their freshly cut lawns. When I want my own to hold in my arms, but with this pit so dark, it might be better seeking no other being, no one to say goodbye to. Well, I know that is no way to live, so I know that with goodbyes I'm better off.
Okay, we listened to this set. It was amazing. And then we touched some grass, and now we're here.
Yeah, and now we're back. Back actually to kind of talk about grass. Not that grass, guys, like literally grass. Okay.
Get your head out of the gutter.
Get your head out of the gutter.
God.
Between your two albums, there seems to be like very heavy references to nature throughout. Even Pictures in My Head has like that beautiful like natural sound in it with the frogs and the water and everything. even your band name is kind of inspired by a certain flower.
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys often find yourself inspired by nature? Is this all completely intentional, these themes that I've seen?
I don't even know if they're intentional, but why don't you should talk about your process with like getting all the sound effects, because that was mainly you.
Well, I was going to say, in general, like, I mean, also our first albums where the
Yeah.
Pink Blossom
Yeah.
originates. So,
Yeah.
like, it's
And
been
it-
around since
it's-
the beginning.
No, it's intentional, but it's not. Like, I know I'm doing it, but like I'm not
Yeah.
sitting down like I want to write about nature and I want nature to be the theme. It's just like it definitely does inspire us though,
Kind
for
of
sure.
a benevolent, like,
Yeah,
overarching.
it's just like what I associate our music with. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
It just
Totally.
feels like it lives in like a landscape of nature. I don't know.
I can hear that your music literally sounds like wind going through tall grass and like rolling hills.
That's
It's
very
it's
nice.
very scenic, very picturesque.
I think that's kind of how we talk about music. Like,
We do.
We're not, like, talking about chords or, like, tempos. It's usually, like, this part's, like, the part where you're flying through the river.
Yeah.
Like, that's kind of how we talk about
That's
music
literally what we do, and then
in
we'll
general.
but we know, like, we'll talk about it with each other, and it'll make complete sense to us.
Yeah. It's like, yeah. It's just, maybe it's just because we grew up together also. So we have, like, a similar way of, like, viewing seasons and, like,
Yeah. Yeah, and just
scenery.
like same like childhood memories of like playing outside and stuff like that.
yeah.
Yeah.
What is your
Yes.
guys' favorite seasons?
Summer and fall are mine, just
I like
because
fall.
I do like I like warm weather because I just like to be outside a lot and not have to wear like a million layers. But
Yes.
fall is really nice because it's like just the prettiest season ever.
I like
Love it.
I like fall and spring because of the change that happens. But there is obviously times during both seasons where
Spring,
it's kind of
just
sucky
like-
here in Buffalo, but
I just feel like spring frustrates me because it'll get nice and then it'll get miserable again, and
Yeah.
it doesn't feel like spring. But fall,
that's
like,
life.
oh, okay.
Whoa.
No.
Next album.
I know.
No, but right now the fall is like perfect. Like right now, like outside, it's like there's like a light drizzle and it's cloudy and there's leaves everywhere on the ground. It's like perfect.
It
I
has
do-
been a really pretty fall.
It has. I hate the part of spring where it's just sludge.
Yeah.
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 There's nothing but sludge.
I don't like
Nothing but
sludgy.
sludge.
I
Yeah.
get all the salt on my boots, and I'm like, wow.
Yeah.
It's not my favorite.
More post spring, I guess. I guess you could call it. Like,
What are your guys' favorite seasons?
Definitely summer. Definitely. I love hot,
yeah.
sticky, nasty weather. I love it.
I do love fall, but I think I'm trying to hype myself up for winter because I do love. You guys know when you're like at home, and I don't know if you guys have like street lights on your street, but like when it's dark outside, but you still have the street lights and like the snow is falling.
Yeah.
It's like before the trucks have come through and plowed it, so it's like all fresh.
That is beautiful.
I'm like, that's where I'm at mentally.
I
That's what
like
I'm
to
prepping for, and I'm inside and I'm warm.
yeah.
And I don't
yeah.
have a jacket on.
you got a hot chocolate.
But I also
Yeah.
like
and
to
you're
run
holding it
out
like
in the
this.
snow when it first starts, and then like it'll like start snowing outside, and I'll just like get my boots on and stuff, and I'll run outside and play in it. But before it's like too much, and it's like, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I like that feeling, and then I go inside and I have my hot chocolate.
Yeah, I do love it when the snow is like it's not all dense yet. It's just super
Yeah, it's like
powdery and
fluffy.
sparkly.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
That's one of my favorite things is when the snow is sparkly.
Yes.
I love it.
Shout out Sparkly Snow.
I also I completely slipped my mind while I was writing the script, but you guys have a music video for Pictures in My Head as well. Just go ahead and tell us a little bit about that. It's a wonderfully produced, beautiful looking video.
Yeah, I mean, the guy who directed it, I hope I say his name right, Brandon Schlia, right? Is that his name? Yeah. I mean, he's a really nice guy. He also has like he runs like Steak and Cake Records.
Yes.
I just kind of heard about him through watching other local music videos, and yeah, he's just really nice and like easy to work with, but he really knows what he's doing. Like, we don't know, we appreciate, film and stuff like that, but we don't know how to make it at all. So
Yeah.
like we kind of gave him our messy vision, and then he like actually wrote a plan and like had a structure to it, and then like
Yeah.
he just kind of brought us to, we were actually able to go to like somebody's house because he thought the house like fit the vibe, and then we just like shot it all in there. But the one part where there's like the fog machine was making me really sick because
No.
we had to re-record it like 10 times, and the whole hall was fog.
Yeah.
And then the next day I was literally sick. Like I was like dizzy and like
literally
nauseous.
got carbon monoxide poisoning on set. Oh my gosh.
That's the best part.
Hey, it seems like it was worth it because that video is freaking gorgeous. I loved it. But yeah, moving on into the booth, we have a question from our head of promotions who we have not seen yet. Hello, Brody. How you doing?
Hello, I'm good.
Good.
So my question is, you guys were talking about how, in general, you like jive musically, you share a lot of sort of musical background and this sort of thing. But I was wondering if there are any things that you like disagree on, or you have like a musical hot take that you don't share.
We definitely do. I gotta think for a second though.
A music one isn't really coming to mind. There's definitely, because we are siblings, so it's natural to have that stuff. I don't know. I can't think of an example though.
I can think of sometimes when we're working on music together, we do argue.
That's true.
It doesn't in general, we actually do get along super well. Like we got all of our like fighting done when we were like kids. Like we would just like wrestle each other for hours in the house, just like all the time.
Yeah.
But that was also just like for fun. I don't think we were actually that mad at each other. But no, we get along really well. So when we do argue, it can actually get really heated because it's like
it's more like passion.
Yeah, it's not like we're mad
heated,
at each other, but
it's like no, you gotta hear me out. You gotta hear this vision out. It's like no, you're not.
I'm trying to think of an example, but one of them was like I get insecure about my vocals a lot, and like I kept wanting to like re-record a song. I don't even know what it was, but you were just like we were just like fighting about it for so long.
I was like, it's fine.
You were just like,
it's
fine.
Exactly
I was like, well, it sounds stupid. It sounds so bad. Like, yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely usually in recording.
But yeah,
stuff.
Overall, we don't argue about like the music we listen to that much.
Yeah, not
we
really.
listen to a lot of the same music, but we also do listen to our own stuff, but we like appreciate what each other is listening to a lot.
Very amicable.
Yeah.
Very.
Was that a solid answer?
So we have to keep going.
No, I don't know. I thought Brody was
Sorry.
involved. Is there any artists that you guys have showed each other and you're like, I don't really see it. I'm just like not into it right now.
Definitely.
Probably.
I think though.
I
feel like there's stuff that I like where you're like, I don't get it.
Yeah, there's definitely things. We're both just like so. I guess because we make our own music, it's like easy for us to be like, oh, I don't like this, but I respect it, so it's fine.
Yeah, like see the good in everything, kind of.
Yeah, I mean, but
I think I listen to a lot more like pop music than you.
I guess there's some.
I
pop
like to
music
dance a lot, so like sometimes
into.
like I have playlists that are like just strictly pop music that I just like dance to by myself, and it's not necessarily something you would like put on. Like if I played it, you wouldn't like be hating on it, but you wouldn't necessarily listen to it yourself. Although
you wouldn't also get up and be like.
I feel like you're starting to get into more of it, like.
I mean, I've
Charlie
there's a lot of it I
and
like
stuff like that. Yeah,
for sure.
But we just get along too well. I don't have a great answer for that.
Unfortunately, for the drama, we can't.
Please fight.
I can't provide the drama.
Fight. Come on, guys.
We're cutting to a fight scene in the parking lot.
All right. Thank you, Brody. That was an interesting question from you today. Trying to start something in here.
I like it.
Now we've got a
That's
question.
the journalism we look for these days.
Yeah, I don't know, hard hitting. And Cece's question? And Cece's question?
And Cece's question. Hey
Cece.
guys, how's it going in
Hi.
there?
Good.
Vibe checks. My question is, do you guys have like a favorite era and or like favorite decade for music in general?
I feel like we listen to a lot of 2000s.
I was going to say the same
artists
thing.
and,
I
like,
think
albums.
2000s is probably where a lot of our favorite stuff like kind of comes from, because I feel like I guess we do like a lot of indie music. That's when I think I guess you can't say it was at its peak, but like there was definitely a lot of scenes in the 2000s where indie music was like really going in all sorts of cool directions.
Absolutely.
Yeah. But yeah, I do think like we're actually drawn to like 2000s and on type of music. Like, we really like new releases and stuff. I guess 20 years ago isn't necessarily new, but like
Relatively.
yeah, but we like, you know, older music too, but most of our like main influences come from like this you know, the 2000s basically.
Yeah. Hey, fair enough. I believe we have another question coming at you from Adam.
It's my turn.
Adam,
Hi, everyone.
Put the crowbar away.
come on.
My question is like pretty simple, but I was eating some Reese's Pieces before the interview, and I've been thinking about those Reese's Pieces the whole time, and I just want to know what your guys' favorite candy is.
Well, Johnny can't eat those because he would die.
Oh no.
You just outed me. Alive
Oh
on air.
no.
I'm just kidding.
Peanut allergy.
Uh,
I love peanut M&M, so you can't eat those either. But that's my favorite candy. I crave those.
I'm sorry.
That's okay.
No, you get to choose your bleeps now.
Yeah.
Choose the
Okay.
No, that's my answer. What's yours?
I mean, that means you don't have to share them.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah,
They're all
yeah.
for me.
There you go.
Yeah.
Maybe that's
And
the
then
real
she steals
reason.
all my candy. Probably
That's how you
Twix.
guys keep the peace.
Yeah. That's where we
Twix.
get our rage out.
Yeah.
Twix, I guess. Those are good.
You said Twix, and I just thought of Twizzlers. I was like, do you like
I
the
hate
Twizzlers that
Twizzlers.
pull apart? I did want to ask, do you guys have any upcoming shows, merch, music, or anything else that our viewers should be on the lookout for?
We're playing at Amy's place in Buffalo on this upcoming Thursday, November 13th. Yes.
Yes.
That was questionable for a second. And then
Who else is on that bill?
The Water Dogs and Socialite. I've played with the Water Dogs, have not played with Socialite. Merch, we only have CDs right now, but we do have a lot of them. A lot of CDs.
If you like CDs, shoot us a message on Instagram or something. We don't have like a website.
Yeah, we don't
where
have
you
like
can buy
a
them.
good website yet. We're still working on that. We want to make T-shirts. We just don't know like a lot of people like make them themselves or like their friends do it. Like I don't know where to go. I don't know who to go to.
Yeah.
So we're still figuring that out. But and we have like stickers, but those are just like free little stickers.
Love a good sticker. Love a sticker.
Claim a sticker, put it on your water bottle. At the shows. I'm like, where are they supposed to find them? We'll find them. Just
Don't
them
find
out
them.
of the mouth.
They're all around.
They're everywhere. Well, I think that concludes another episode of the Local Lowdown. Thank you guys so much for coming on the show. This was such a fun episode.
Yeah.
Thank you for having
Thanks.
us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was a lot of fun.
Of course. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in to the Local Lowdown on WCVF 88.9 The Voice and WDVL 89.5 The Inferno.
Yes.
Make sure you join us for some more music next week. Same time.
Same please.
Bye.